Good morning, guys. We're back again. Today is pull day. We're going to be doing. Going to bring you along with me. Early again, early before work. We're going to get started. Most of my lifts today are going to be on the typical Gainz equipment, and it's going to be pull day with some arms in there as well. I'm going to hop right into it. If you guys have questions, let me know. We'll talk as this goes on. I'm going to start some of my warm-up sets, my feeder sets up to some working sets, and I'll hop back on with you once I get started with the working sets. We're going to be using the ISO row, the T-bar row, lat pullover. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? So working up to my working sets. I'm going to be using straps on this one today. Doing 3 sets of 12 with the ISO row. I'm doing the wider handles today. I have 4 plates loaded on each side. Let's see how this is when I'm working on this. See if this is the right weight. We're going to be doing a cluster set on the last set. So it's going to be 3 sets, 2 sets of 12. The third set's going to be of 12, and then the cluster sets. So those are 2 sets to failure immediately, 20 seconds after. So these are the Cobra grips. We're going to use these today. Get locked in. Let's see how this set of 12 feels. Felt pretty good. I can never tell. I haven't decided yet if I like the seat higher and seated with my legs isolated on this machine, or if I like it kind of a little more standing. So I'm experimenting a little. I think I'm going to use it with my feet more on the ground today. Isolates a little differently, but I'm getting a good stretch, so it definitely feels good. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna stick to this weight because even if I know I'm doing sets of 12, if I'm counting out to 12 and I feel like I have a 13th in me, I'll just do the 13th. It's a range. One more rep isn't gonna kill my programming, right? So I'm gonna keep it at this weight, and then we'll go from here. The cluster set is gonna be nasty. So the Cobra grips make a big difference too. Even though these handles, the knurling on them is really nice. So I almost feel like I don't need them, but it's nice to isolate the lats, or I should say the upper shoulders on this one, with the grips. So I'm not worried about my grip strength. I can do some grip training. So, all right. Okay, let's get another set. Whew. If you could talk during your sets, you're not working hard enough. So I don't know, it's about like 4:30 right now, something like that. Again, newborn baby was up to feed him at 3. Laid back down just for a couple of minutes after I fed him. Made my coffee, came downstairs. He was born on the 8th, so he's like 3 weeks old at this point. He's been having some dairy allergies, which I have. So the first week or two, 2 weeks, I guess, while we were trying to figure that out, he had a lot of discomfort from the formula. So I think we have that figured out now. So that's a good thing. You'll see when you have kids. It's you just want them to be all right, you know. So it's a relief to see him feeling better now. Okay. So this last set, this is the set of 12, and then the cluster set. So I'm going to do the set, rest 20 seconds, go to failure, rest 20 seconds, and then go to failure. So let's lock in. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna rest forward. Six. I think that was 6. One more. Five. Okay. Oof. All right, so that's it with the iso row. Next part of the workout, I'm going to be doing pull-ups. 3 sets to failure. I don't know if I'm going to record this because where my pull-up bar is, recording I don't think is going to work out very well. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to catch you back. I wrote my program down. I have to see. We're either doing the T-bar row or the pullover machine. I'm going to take a look, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, guys. So I'm going to remove the pull-ups from this workout. I started having some pain in my arm, and I'm not trying to get hurt on some pull-ups. So it happened the last time too. I don't know why. Something in my forearm here. So I'm just going to try to be careful. Moving over to the pullover machine. 2 sets here, 10 to 12 reps. With this weight, I have 250 pounds on it. I did 10 reps for 2 sets the last workout. So I thought about moving the weight up, but instead I'm going to keep it where it is. Aim for 12. This machine is killer. So we're going to see how I can do with this, all right, at the 12 reps. I wish it had a kickstart to help the starting motion, but we'll be good. Oh man. Whew. That was one set. I think it was somewhere in the 10 to 12. I'm gonna have to count it to see for sure. Let me just get a drink. So I don't really do any pre-workout. All I do is a cup of coffee that you guys saw me drinking at the beginning of the episode, and a scoop of like citrulline malate, just for a little bit of a pump, which I don't really have yet. But that's mainly all I do for pre-workout. And then during my workout, I'm going to continue to drink the coffee. And I also do like a little intra workout drink. Right now I'm doing one from True Nutrition. It's actually like a John Meadows formula intro workout. So it's got some more citrulline malate in it. I think it's some BCAAs, things like that. I know it might not even really do anything, but there's cluster dextrin, which I think is more important for like the intra carbs. So that's why I do that. When I go over supplements, if I decide, if you guys want to see that, I'll go over specifically what I'm using. But I don't take any other pre-supplements or really anything like that. So all right, one more set, somewhere in the 10 to 12. All right, let's finish this off. Come on, one more. Oh man. Whew. Oh, I don't even know. That was rough. I'm feeling my abs. Oh, okay. All right. So next up, we're gonna move over to the T-bar. 3 sets. Let me get that set up. All right. So just a little change here. We're doing 2 sets, not 3. I was a little off in my programming. So we're doing 2 sets. 2 sets of 12. Second set has a cluster set. Have never done a cluster set on this machine before. Setting up my Cobra grips on this right now. Get a little extra grip. 160 pounds on the T-bar row. I did this weight last week, so I don't see why I shouldn't be able to do it. But let's get set up. If it's heavy, or if I'm gonna fail, I guess we'll move down if we have to, but until then, we're gonna go for it. Cobra grips work nicely with this machine too. All right, set of 12 incoming. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. We have a clutch. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That was one set. Oh, this is gonna suck. We got another set. It's gonna go into a cluster set, and 2, cluster. Oh, it's gonna suck so bad. Just gotta do it. Oh man. So I've been trying to, I know it's probably not the way I come off in the videos, but I'm trying to make the titles a little comical, I guess. Makes me think of like Eric Bugenhagen, if you guys watch him. His titles are always great, like a succulent horse or something, you know. So trying to lighten the mood a little, and if it's good for Sticky Rick, then it's good for the rest of us. So let's stop pencil necking it and go for this second set of 12 into the clusters. Oh man. Okay, that wasn't 12. I don't think I rested enough, or I'm just too heavy. I'm stopping for a second, and then I hit this for the cluster. Whew. This is what happens if you overshoot. It's okay. It's okay. We're just going to commit. We're going to get this done. One more cluster. Ooh. Man. Ooh. Oh, that was a tough one. I know I didn't go to 12. I just have to decide next time if I drop the weight or just try again from there. That was good. Whew. All right, so I wanted to work some barbell shrugs into my program today. So I'm going to set that up and come back. I'm going to just do some barbell shrugs. All right. Whew. All right. We're going to hit some shrugs, barbell shrugs. 315 on the bar should be okay. We'll see. I'm going to strap up for these. I used to do these without straps, but I'm just trying to stay consistent with my training. So we're going to hit this with grips. See how many I do. Have a number in mind, but let's see. And this is just off my Rogue squat stand. Not bad. Being that this is a pull day, I'll share with you guys sort of an impulse buy. I ordered a seal row bench. GMWD has one now. They used to just make them like a flat, tall bench. The most recent one they have is like, it has a part for your chest, then it goes down, and a part for your knees. You could also use it for like shoulder presses and stuff. I mean, I don't know how it's going to be, how long it's going to stay in my gym if I get it. But I don't see a lot of people with it. So, and I've heard seal rows are great. I've never done them before. Really curious, maybe to try with my cambered bar to see how the seal rows are. So I'll definitely be giving you guys a review on that once I get it. It hasn't shipped out yet. Sort of like an impulse middle of the night as I was waking up to feed my son purchase. So we're just doing 2 sets of shrugs here. That was one. I'm gonna do one more. Try to really focus at the top there, but 315 is a weird way to have. I don't do shrugs all the time, so when I do it, it might not be heavy for some people, but you know, it's got some weight to it. So, all right, let's just do this last set. Also trying to decide, since I couldn't do the pull-ups, at the end of the workout, I may add in another movement, just like a single arm pullover with the multi-flight or something. Haven't decided yet, so I'm just letting you guys know if I finish this workout without recording anything, I may still just hit something after. So, all right, let's get this last set. That looked like garbage. All right, we're switching over to arms now, shifting gears. I think I'm gonna try a new movement today, a drag curl, which is kind of like pulling your arms up this way rather than curling forward. So let me get that set up, and I'll hop back on with you guys. All right, so I'm setting up for the drag curl. And first of all, since my arm was hurting me a little, I just want to be careful, make sure I don't hurt myself. But so the whole point of the drag curl, it works the long part of the bicep, for what I understand. I'm going to come over here, stand against the pole, sort of to isolate. And instead of curling, I'm going to pull up, like dragging it up the body. I don't know if this is right. If it's wrong, someone tell me. I'm not even leaning against the pole. Okay, we're gonna stop there for 1 sec. Put this down. I don't know. I feel it, so I mean, it's definitely engaging the bicep, but I don't know if I'm totally doing that right. We're gonna do another set with a cluster. Okay. Then I'm gonna move over to a cable curl, a weird cable curl, probably one that you see like. I actually like the way that it isolates the bicep. It's laying on the ground and doing it, which is a little weird. Definitely weird to record. Definitely weird to do in a commercial gym, probably. But you see like Jared Feather and Mike Israetel doing it. When I saw them, I'm like, oh, I'll give it a shot. I'll see what it looks like, see how it works. And actually feels pretty good. So I've been doing that one, mixing that in there when I'm not doing just regular barbell curls or preacher curls. So let's do the last set. This one has clusters with it. So I don't know about this movement. I'm not crazy about it, but I also just maybe too inexperienced with it. And I probably should be using a different barbell than this super curl bar. This is 70 pounds between the bar and the weights. Okay, we're gonna wait. Just let it hang. This is gonna suck. Hanging this sucks. Or I feel the pump though, man. I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's wait. I almost feel like I should use my straps. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I feel that, man. Oof. I don't think you can see, tell. Oof. Pump. Okay. So I'm going to set up the cable machine for the curls. And then I think that's it for biceps. Probably 2 sets there. This workout doesn't emphasize a lot of direct like movements in terms of like, you know, adding in a lot of bicep work or tricep work. It's usually 2 movements. So I'm going to set that up, and then there's an ab workout too that we're going to do with this. All right, so like I said, this one's a little weird. I've never really, maybe I've recorded it once. I don't know. I'm going to see how it translates. So what I'm going to do is set up on the ground, okay? Move myself forward, lock my feet in here, okay? Scoop my butt up as far as I can. Grab this. It's almost like dangled. It's like an easy bar, I guess, if you want to say. Then I have 80 pounds on here. I'm going to lean back, pull the weight with me, and then do curls. Make sure I can get the extension in. Oh, hitting the top. Oh, come on. One more. Okay. I know that's weird. I know you probably feel weird doing that in the gym, but I'm by myself at home, so it doesn't really matter. I could probably isolate a little better, to be honest with you. I'm getting kind of gassed. I'm going to do another set of that. And I think that will conclude the bicep work. And then I'm going to use the same machine for some ab work. You know, if you guys are curious, when I started sort of my journey, I guess, if you want to say a couple years ago, I did a super aggressive cut. Went down to 100 and I started at like 180, cut down to 155. You know, really skinny. I don't even think I retained much muscle. I wasn't really lifting consistently at the time, which is sort of like the beginning. And I went way too aggressive. And now, so I was 155 my lowest. Now, right now, I'm hovering somewhere between 175 to 180, depending. I feel a little fluffy. I want to cut, but I don't feel like I've made enough gains yet, size, to cut. So as much as I keep telling myself to cut, I want to try to put on more size first, and then I'll cut. So that's why I'm running a couple different programs for a good amount of time here, trying to put on as much size as I can before I cut. It's funny because if I do like a mini cut or just like a carb cycle for a couple days, I shed so much bloat, and then I feel good again. I'm like, oh, I don't need to cut. But so right now I'm definitely a little bloated too. All right. So long story short, 20-25 pound difference between when I cut down to where I am now. All right. And that's at my current height is like, I don't know,
5'10", 5'11", something like that. I guess as an internet tough guy, you'd say 6 foot, but I'm not going to ease that. All right, let's get this last one. Come on, let's get one more. Okay. Hope that recorded okay. Hope the angle was good on that. I'm gonna get set up for the abs, which is gonna be the last thing I do. And like I said, I might throw in another back movement since I didn't do the pull-ups. I don't know what's going on with my forearm. Felt a little weird during the curls too, so, but not on these curls, just the drag curls. So let's hop over. Let me get this set up. All right, guys. Typical fashion, I goofed up. So it should have been 3 sets. So I did another set and the camera was off. That's why it's important to check your programming, because clearly when I turned the camera off, I went and checked my notebook and it's supposed to be 3 sets. So now for abs, we're just going to finish up some cable crunches, 4 sets. I think I can go up in weight. I'm going to increase this a little. That's 70 pounds. I'm going to go up to 80. I'm still going to count that as 1 set. I'm going to be a little lazy today, I guess. Once I finish this, I'm going to go on the treadmill, some fast-paced walking, like a half an hour. I do that every day. Some people, don't do any cardio every day or just do it a couple times a week, but with low impact. I like to just get a bunch of it done. Before I had my treadmill, I was just walking around everywhere. I'd go for walks all the time, but from a time standpoint, it's a little difficult. And with the baby, I'll probably take him on some walks, so I'll get outside. Same thing with the dogs. I have 2 dogs, so Bernedoodle, named Maverick, and my wife has a dog named Loki, Bichon Poodle, Biche Poo. Let's go. All right, hit the top there. Feel the stretch right there. All right, that's good weight. That's 2. It's just like a strap pull down that I'm using. I like this for the ab curls. Hope you guys are liking this. I hope I improve, that I keep enjoying it, that I can make some progress on these videos and not just look like, natty life. That's the goal, at least. Now, when I started this YouTube channel, it was just, I made it so I would hold myself accountable, because 1, I never count correctly for some reason. I'm always rushing my sets. I don't want to cheat. So I was like, all right, if I put videos online, people are going to roast me if I'm not doing something properly, if I'm just doing complete trash, because that's what I see online now, right? people just doing complete trash workouts and getting roasted. So I'm like, unless I want to be embarrassed, I'm going to do these the right way. So that's why I started posting so many shorts and things like that. It was just to keep a record of my workouts. And if I was doing something bad or wrong, people I knew would hop on me and roast me. So it's really just an accountability thing. And now that you guys actually want to see me working out, a bunch of people have asked, I figured we'd do this. So here we are. Okay. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow is going to be a leg day. I'm not sure if I'm going to record that. My leg days are pitiful. Had so many injuries that I'm just finally starting to push my legs. So if you guys watch me, you'll probably be like, "Oh, that's trash, Nick." But I may just have to embarrass myself and try to do it if I have time to record it. Time is the biggest issue. So I definitely have size to put on my legs. My upper body's bigger than my lower body. Okay, one more set, and then we're calling it a day, guys. So I'm going to drop affiliate links in the description for Temple of Gainz. I have an affiliate link. I didn't really use much else, but I will drop like a Temu affiliate. I'll drop a link to this lat pull down if you guys are interested. If you have questions, let me know. Please like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. What do they say? Hit the bell? I don't know. I never do it. So let's hit this, and that's going to conclude the workout. And I will see you guys next time.